on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit with us.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car,
At work.
at home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, Yes, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth and those of you on other planets as well. Want to welcome you to the Monday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show. With Archie.
Well, how many days more for the big day? Yes, 10 days. Today is the 15th day of December, the year 2025. The time now 9 minutes past the top of the hour. From now till 12 o'clock exactly, I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As we saw on this platform, it's making the headlines. But rest assured of one thing, I'll bring it to the fore. But on that note, let me say welcome to the program. And do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Very good morning to you. Eben, all the way in Cape Town, South Africa. Good morning, Antonio. Good morning to you. Mr. Olaimi Koike, good morning. HRH Linda Pallion, KB Bosman, Vicky Newton, and all you wonderful people. Captain Tete, good morning. It was lovely having a chat with you last over the weekend. And let me say good morning also to no other one but the one and only Kofi Ali. Good morning. Bishop Adeshina, Anthony Adedeji, Aziz Shamsuddin. We salute each and every one of you. Delta Harmony in Accra, Ghana. This morning, good morning to you. Attack Kofi. Well, his album, the latest album, is coming out on the 21st of December. That's coming this Sunday. Yeah, the launch will be taking place. Once he's done that, we'll have a sneak view or assets of that as well. Massive good morning to you, Attack Kofi. Good morning also to Nianana Joe, the chief of Ashaman, wherever you are. Good morning. And to all inhabitants of Ashaman preparing themselves for the Christmas. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, sir. I want to say good morning to you all. And happy or Merry Christmas. Somebody was asking, why don't we say Joseph? We only say Mary. And I said the Mary is not Mary by name, but Mary in an attitude. That's be joyful. It's I know it was just trying to pull my legs here. Yeah, but wherever you are, I hope you are enjoying the preparation towards the Yuletide, and that's one of the things I tell the nursery downstairs, inspired nursery, the boss lady herself. Shireen, good morning to you. Claire, Francesca, and all you wonderful staff downstairs. We salute each and every one of you. To all Bible Lifers, those of you Bible Life Family Ministries in the UK, in London, or Croydon specifically, and those of you Melton Keynes and worldwide, we salute each and every one of you, and we say Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, as we do normally say. So, yes, by way of program, I'm going to bring you the quotes for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel updates as well. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe that is known as global trotting. Then after which, we will continue to bring you everything that you got to know. There as well. It is, as I say, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headlines, we're going to bring you away. At the 11:45, the line is activated for your voice to be heard, so you can call in via Teams. Just look for Starr Radio UK and you just call in. And then exactly at 12 o'clock, we bring the curtains down for the end of the program today. We're not going to be bringing you Career 101. Yes, it's on a break until the next year, 2026. Wow, how so soon things have just turned around. But wherever you are this morning, once again, I want to salute you, and I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. It's always been a pleasure. You've been there for us as well, and we salute you all. Okay, let's crack on. So the quote for the day says, what good is success if you don't share it with someone? What good is success if you don't share it with someone? Boy, I want to share mine, and this morning I'm sharing it with you. Okay, let's move on to the weather front, and let me tell you what it's going to be when it comes to the weather before the big day comes. And what would it be for you? For those of you in London and southeastern part of England, this is how the weather is going to be for you today. Yes, this afternoon will be dry and mostly cloudy, though some occasional bright spells are possible at times. It's going to be turning cloudier later this evening and breezy tonight. During the first part of the night, it will be mostly cloudy and dry. Later on, some patches of rain will drift in from the west. Total temperature is going to be what? 12 degrees and the lowest 10 degrees. UV level low, pollution low. Sunset 15:51 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:59 hours, and that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. So averagely there for you the weather during the course of the week, but we're going to be bringing all that your way as the program goes on. So wherever you are, stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on straight to the travels as well during this time. Well. On the underground this morning, for those of you using the underground, the Bakerloo line is experiencing severe delays on the entire line due to an operational incident in the depot. Things have been accepted on Lioness Line and London bus services. Also, the Jubilee Line is experiencing severe delays southbound while they have a person ill on a train at Baker Street. Good service on northbound. Tickets have been accepted on London buses, Elizabeth Line, DLR, and Thames Link via reasonable routes. Okay. That aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. DLR, London Tram Link, and London Overground, good service there as well. Now we'll take you straight to the major roads in London. Let me tell you what is happening there. On the major roads in London, A12 is experiencing severe delays. Gallows Corner flyover refurbishment work is causing severe serious delays, so please check it out. Also, North Circular A406 is also experiencing severe serious delays, so if you can avoid them, do your best to do so. But yes, that aside, all the others have no exceptional delays. Then the river bus is experiencing good service apart from the Woolwich Ferry that's reduced service due to a one boat service. This has been due to some technical issues that they are having. Also, the London cable car is running a good service, bringing us to the final segment of the travel update. That's the national way, and I will say it this way once as normally would. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. You know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a commercial break. We come back, and we continue with the show. This is Starr Radio UK, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man, them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Good morning once again. Let me say once again, good morning to the money man himself, Mr. Dan Teberi, CEO of GL Accountancy Services. My brother Felix, all the way in Aberdeen. Massive good morning to you. Kojo D, Pastor J, Kojo Dake, good morning to you. Hiniba David, good morning. Yes, so wherever you all are, once again, welcome to Dr. George Tofe and the Tofe family in London as well. Salute you to Mama Pat, to Patrick, and then to Georgette, yes, and then to Dr. Toven. So, massive good morning to you all. Hope you're all preparing for the big day. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go. Global Trotting. Well, kicking off from home here in the UK, Rishi Sunak is facing questions at COVID inquiry. The former Prime Minister, who was Chancellor during the height of the pandemic and introduced economic policies, including Eat Out to Help Out and Furlough Scheme, yet is being questioned there. In other stories, throw the parcel at the door, every courier's cutting corners to earn a decent wage. A UK event remember bonding victims as please step up security in Jewish communities as a Cliff Richard reveals prostate cancer treatment. And those are some of the stories making the rounds this morning. Russia poses acute threat. New MI6 chief to 1. Okay, so what are the preparations that we got to be doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the rounds as well, father and son who killed 15 people at Bondi named as Australian Prime Minister pushes for tougher gun laws. Local media named the gunman as Sajid Akram, 50, who died at the scene, and Naveed Akram, 24, who is in critical condition. Islamic State flags were reportedly found in their car. Okay, tell you more about that. Now, Hollywood's director Rob Reiner and wife Michelle have been found dead in LA home. Apparently, they were stabbed. We're going to be telling you more about that. Pro-democracy Hong Kong tycoon Jimmy Lai has been convicted in high-profile national security trial. I bet you, well, I tell you, some of the countries we have those rule of law and all those bits, but this is not a place. You stand up against the state, you're going to be going down. No matter what, they will find something against you to pull you down. So, well, you might say that he was just they were just demonstrating and doing also for support for Hong Kong, but well, they see it otherwise. Never give up. Belarusian prisoners celebrate release after U.S. lifts sanctions, and persons of interest detained over Brown University shooting to be released, officials have said. Chile elects far-right Jose Antonio Cast as next president. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. Now let's move on strictly to some of the stories in the Middle East. Now, Israel has targeted senior Hamas officials in deadly Gaza strike. The strike killed Raif Saad, a senior commander in Hamas Qassam brigades. The Israeli military has said. In the Latin American areas, we said Chile has elected far-right Jose Antonio Cast as next president. And then angry fans have been throwing chairs and bottles as Messi event in India. Why? Okay, we'll find out and tell you more about that as well. A U.S. lifts sanctions against Brazilian judge in Bolsonaro case. Why? How? Okay. In other stories, what it will take to stop Putin fighting in Ukraine as peace talks continue in Berlin. What, if anything, could potentially change Putin's mind? And could Europe do anything differently? Well, those are the questions on the lips of most people. Again, balloons from Belarus are causing chaos in Lithuania. Is it smugglers or a hybrid attack? Well, EU backs indefinite freeze on Russian frozen cash ahead of loan plan for Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A Turkish car ferry damaged in strike at Ukrainian port. Those are some of the stories there as well. And then in Australia, father son who killed 15 people at Bondi had been named. Okay. Online classes and construction ban as toxic haze cover Delhi. All right then. In other stories, once again as well, this around on the African front, dozens killed in Morocco flash floods. Is the flood that the Ghana NOAA guy is predicting that the floods are coming, so he's built an ark? Or is it dreaming? Or I've been telling behind the scenes. I was having a chat with my producer who was asking whether I was going to have I got my ticket to get on the ark, and I said by the time I leave here to get there, I think it will be all full up. But is the flood happening across the globe or only that place? Well, we're not very sure of it. But maybe it could be flash floods, right? Yeah. So let's see what happens on that front. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Uganda Army admits holding prince who'd been missing for days. Why? Their diamond-rich land in South Africa was taken. Now they want it back. Who? Well. Okay, let's move on to some other stories making the rounds this morning on other parts of Africa. Fear on uncertainty grave Uvira after M23 seizes a strategic city, and ECOWAS rejects Guinea-Bissau transition and warns of sanctions. Well, they want to crack the whip. They don't want to see it to be that weak, so that like what happened in Benin last weekend, if it had held, well, that means another coup d'etat. They want to do everything in their midst or their power to actually destabilize or stop people thinking that way. It has unveiled newly restored statues of Amenhotep III in Luxor. Okay, the nose that was broken has all now been restored. Broken nose. In Nigeria, Northern elders sound alarm over FIRS France tax deal, demand immediate termination. And Dangote NMDPRACO must be probed. He's saying that must be prosecuted for graft, economic sabotage. The Investigation Bureau probes Kano Airport incident, and BUA Group rewards 510 employees in 30 billion naira for long service. And ECOWAS leaders for united front against coup and insecurity. Well, they should put their money where their mouth is. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK in Ghana. Yes, sir. Bandai rerun. Matthew Nyindam, late NDC candidate with 50% support. Global Info Analytics is saying there is more of this happening. And analyzing Bank of Ghana's 10 billion forex intermediation in 2025. There are some stories making the round there. Black Stars to face Germany in pre-World Cup friendly in March. Thoroughly. Okay, and it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In other stories making the rounds there as well. We are committed to 2-term presidential limit. That's what the NDC, the ruling government, is saying. Well, it's saying that it's not going to be running for any third term, as it's being rumored online there in various quarters, but wherever you are, yes, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. A Ghanaian teaching assistant who survived Brown University mass shooting has spoken. It's quite an interesting one. We'll do our best to see whether we can bring all that your way before we bring the program to a close at 12 o'clock. But now, let's take another break. We come back, and boy, I'm going to bring you all the details of the stories making the rounds. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a break and we'll be back with you.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, during these holidays, if you happen to find yourself in Ghana, well, JN Mobile Spa is a place to be. Yes, organic care when it comes to massage, distressing, rejuvenating, sensual, healing, therapy. When it comes to your facial, exfoliating, firming, and lifting. Oh boy, we want you to get in touch with them. By their phone number 0244941002 or 02006063886, or if you want to post, send a letter through to them, and that is on PO Box 6152 Cantonment. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorsteps. All right then. Now let's move on to the details of the story that we are looking at this morning at 11:31. Remember, exactly at 11:45 the line will be activated for you to add your voice to the discussions if need be. All right then. So let's move on. Here in the UK, Rishi Sunak is being questioned at the COVID inquiry on the government's economic response to the pandemic. Now, Sunak says the Treasury's focus as COVID took hold was to prevent unemployment and protecting living standards, but as there was no playbook for tackling a pandemic. The former Prime Minister served as a Chancellor during the height of the pandemic. He was behind schemes such as the Fellow Scheme and Eat Out to help out. At an earlier hearing, he dismissed claims that scientific advisors weren't consulted before the latter was introduced in summer 2020, saying the move prevented devastating job losses. As soon as it's asked whether it is fair to characterize his priorities at the beginning of the pandemic as protecting households' incomes through preserving businesses and jobs, yes, he replies, recalling his first press conference in the pandemic. I hope, always open. it wasn't going to be possible to save every single person's job, and people were going to experience economic hardship as a result of what was happening. I thought it was important to be honest with people about that upfront. There is a balance. You want to provide reassurance, but I think a degree of candor is also appropriate. So interestingly, you're looking at all that, and you find out that if they had happened to some way, somehow, had an experience of something of the sort that has happened in there, so a playbook, yes, or a template to work with, they would have done much better or whatever. But it's something that had not happened in that magnitude or on that scale. Okay, so well, you can't blame anybody. People who were stopped from going for various to go and visit their relations or the loved ones at homes were accusing the authorities of stopping them from felicitating with them and stuff like that. But again, when those people go, they were the ones spreading the COVID as well. And people go there, and people who have been, we know there was one bit where people were moved from the hospitals to the care homes, and that was where it spiked the whole thing up in those sectors as well, killing lots of them because of various ill health issues that they had. But looking at all that and looking back now, should something of the sort happen, I think we can work at it better than we have done in the past. So, well, in the past, when they said there was the bird flu or some flu back in the day and it killed lots of people, well, records and how to be tackling certain things were not there as supposed to, though government had recommendations from various quarters as to preparations towards things like that. But with what happened just a few years back, I bet you when something of the sort is going to happen again, we will be all very ready for it, won't we? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK at 11:35. Let's move on to some other stories making the rounds, and once again, let's talk about health. Sir Cliff Richard has revealed he has been treated for prostate cancer. The 85-year-old singer said the cancer was discovered when he had a check-up for a recent tour, but that it had been caught early and had not spread. I was going to Australia and to New Zealand, and the promoter said, well, we need your insurance, so you need to be checked up for something. They found that I had prostate cancer, he said. But the good fortune was that it was not very old, and the other thing is that it had not metastasized or metastasized. Yes, sir, English language. Now, it hadn't moved, nothing into bones or anything like that, and the cancer is gone at the moment. Well, so Cliff was speaking to journalist Dermot Monaghan, who also revealed in June that he had stage 4 prostate cancer. Now the singer continued, I don't know whether it's going to come back. We really can't tell with those sort of things, but we need to absolutely, I'm convinced, get there, get tested, and get checked out. Well, so they're saying if you're 50 and above, go for that check. What do you think? Will you? You know, when it comes to men, we are all that macho. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, but at times, oh boy, you have to pull them, kick in and cry in and put them to the surgery and let the doctors see to them. What about that? So if you're a husband, if you're a wife, you are a partner, you are a child. When I say a child, I don't mean a baby, but a son or a daughter, and your parent, your sibling, get your boy child to just go there, or siblings or whatever, to go and have themselves check out. A very quick guy, prostate cancer. Yeah, I will tell you more about all that. What happens is that the prostate is a gland found only in men, which sits just below the bladder within the pelvis. It is about the walnut and surrounds the urethra tube that takes urine out of the body through the penis. Now, prostate cancer, abnormal and uncontrolled cell growth often develops slowly. Well, so what happens is that you have it growing and restricting urine. So some of the symptoms are needing to urinate more frequently, particularly at night, difficult starting to urinate, and the urine flow and it taking a long time, blood in urine or semen, and these symptoms can be caused by conditions too, other conditions too. But it's important to have any changes checked by the medical team or a doctor. Now, who is at risk? Anyone with a prostate cancer can get it now, but it's most common among men over 75. Cases in the under 50s are rare. Your risk of prostate cancer is higher if you have a close relative, a father, brother, grandfather, or uncle who has had prostate cancer. It's also more common in black men. There may be no signs and symptoms for years, and some people never develop any problems from it. But in others, the cancer can be aggressive and deadly. The seriousness of the cancer depends on its spread to other parts of the body, according to the NHS. Now, prostate cancer, if detected early, has the best chance for successful treatment. Now, and it says there is no single diagnostic test. Doctors make a diagnosis based on various measures. This can include blood tests and a scan, as well as biopsy, which involves taking a small tissue sample to examine in the laboratory. And then we have prostate cancer. That's how it's treated, always need treatment. If it is in an early stage and not causing symptoms or growing quickly, it might be possible to keep it under observation or watch and wait. Now, when treatment is needed, options include surgery, radiotherapy, and hormone therapy. If the cancer has spread, chemotherapy might be offered. With advanced prostate cancer, it might be very hard to treat and not possible to cure. So, what do you do under such circumstance? Very important. Get the appointment if you are within that age group and get yourself tested. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. At 11:41, one other story from here in the UK, and then we can move on to other parts of the world. The new chief of MI6, Blaise Matuidi, will warn of the acute threat posed by Russia when she makes her first public speech later. She will highlight so-called hybrid warfare, which includes incidents such as cyber attacks and drones suspected of being launched near critical infrastructure by Russian proxies. Ms. Matuidi will describe this as an acute threat posed by an aggressive expansionist and revisionist Russia, and warn that the front line is everywhere. Referring to the war in Ukraine, she will insist that Britain will be keeping up the pressure on President Vladimir Putin on Ukraine's behalf. Ms. Matuidi, who took over as head of the Secret Intelligence Service in the autumn, is the first woman to head Britain's overseas spy agency. Now, she took over from Sir Richard Moore on the 1st of October. Monday's speech will point to the recent sanction of Russian entities accused of conducting information warfare, and as well as two China-based companies sanctioned for their indiscriminate cyber activities against the UK and its allies, by the fall short of calling China a threat there. So this time around, we're looking at only Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, what do you think about all that? So making the rounds this morning. And let's continue from other parts of the world. That is from Australia this morning. The sad event of what happened in Australia yesterday. That's Sunday night in Sydney. Seemed to be playing up on the minds of most people. 2 gunmen who killed 15 people at Bondi Beach in Sydney on Sunday have been named in the local media as Sajid Akram, who is 50, and his son Naveed, 24. Now, police earlier confirmed the gunmen, father and son. The older man died at the scene while his son is in critical condition in hospital. The shootings targeted Jewish people attending a Hanukkah event. The victims include 10-year-old girl, a British-born rabbi, a retired police officer, and a Holocaust survivor. Well, so far, what we know, the parents of bystander Ahmed Ahmed, who was filmed wrestling a gun off an attacker, says he was shot 4 or 5 times in the shoulder. The New South Wales Premier Chris Minns has visited him in the hospital. The gunman had reportedly pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group. Now, while IS flags were reportedly found in their car, as well. Now, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says the attackers were not part of a terror cell, but clearly they were motivated by this extremist ideology. Ladies and gentlemen, 11:45 the time. Star Radio UK, the station, the morning show, the program. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie.
Archie on Star Radio. Nobody does it better.
Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to Mrs. Kwanzaa as well, and happy Unity to you. Yes. Moving on to other stories making the rounds this morning. Now, Hollywood director Rob Reiner and wife Michelle have been found dead in their LA home. Legendary Hollywood film actor, maker and actor Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle have been found dead in their Los Angeles home. Authorities are investigating the incident as an apparent homicide. As police and firefighters were called to the couple's house on Sunday afternoon in an upmarket neighborhood of LA. Reiner is known for directing classic films in a variety of genres, including When Harry Met Sally, This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Misery, and A Few Good Men. A family spokesperson confirmed the couple's death in a statement to U.S. media. Tributes have arrived from major Hollywood figures as well as prominent Democratic politicians including Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi. It is with profound sorrow that we announce the tragic passing of Michelle and Rob Reiner. The family statement said, "We are heartbroken by this sudden loss, and we ask for privacy during the unbelievable difficult time." The police said a 78-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman were pronounced dead at the home, but officers did not immediately identify the couple or the circumstances surrounding their death. The police also said no one had been arrested, but no suspect or person of interest was currently being sought. How? Why? A spokesperson for the Los Angeles Fire Department said they received a call at about 15:38 local time for medical aid to home in Brentwood, a neighborhood that is home to many celebrities. So what has brought about this? Are they trying to say that they decided to kill themselves? Or what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. May their souls rest in perfect peace, whatever the situation is. Now let's move on straight to the Latin American area as well. Chile has elected a far-right wing Jose Antonio Cast to be its next president after an election campaign that was dominated by themes of security, immigration, and crime. Cast beat the governing left-wing coalition candidate Janet Jara decisively with more than 58% of the vote in his third attempt at running for president. It marks the biggest shift to the right since the end of Chile's military dictator in the 1990s. Cast has openly praised Chile's former right-wing dictator Augusto Pinochet. In his first speech to supporters as president-elect, Cast said Chile will once again be free from crime, free from anguish, free from fear. Delinquents, their lives are going to change. We're going to look for them. We're going to find them, judge them, and then we're going to lock them up, he added. At a gathering of his backers in the capital Santiago, many draped in Chilean flags, chanting and taking selfies. There was jubilation as the results came through. I'm happy we can recover the country's security and patriotism, said Agustina Trancoso, donning a red Make Chile Great Again cap. Well, are they all taking a lead from Trump's mantra and quest? And can they do that? Well. This is Starr Radio UK. Our time is running up like no man's business. But hey, we're here to bring you everything that you gotta know. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Okay, in another story as well. Israel has said it killed a senior Hamas commander on Saturday in a strike on a vehicle inside Gaza. In a joint statement, the Israeli military and security agency Shin Bet announced it had eliminated Raed Saad, the head of weapon production for Hamas military wing, the Qassam brigades in Gaza City. Saad had been regarded as one of the most prominent Qassam commanders and led several brigades during the Hamas 7 October attacks on Israel. Communities east of Gaza City, the Hamas-run civil defense spokesman Mohammed Bassel said that 4 people were killed in the strike. He said multiple passerbys were also injured by the blasts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is the favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories as well, Iranian security forces have violently arrested Nobel Peace Prize winner and women's rights activist Narges Mohammadi. The foundation has said, the Narges Foundation said Ms. Mohammadi, 53, was detained in the eastern city of Mashhad along with other activists. The Nobel Committee said it was deeply concerned by today's brutal arrest of Narges Mohammadi and called on authorities to immediately clarify Mohammadi's whereabouts, ensure her safety and integrity, and to release her without conditions. Iran does not appear to have commented. Well, I do say it, and I'll continue to say it. There are some places where you cannot just go on and just say, well, if you want to sacrifice yourself, then good luck to you. You can continue to do so. But other than that, boy, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In other stories, Hong Kong's pro-democracy media tycoon Jimmy Lai has been found guilty of colluding with foreign forces under the city's controversial national security law. Lai could face life in prison when he is sentenced at a later date. Hailed by some as a hero and scorned by others as a traitor, the 78-year-old is the most prominent person charged under the law which China introduced in 2020 in response to massive protests which erupted in Hong Kong the year before. The law criminalizes anything Beijing deemed to be subversive or secessionist, from chanting slogans to participating in pro-democracy protests. Beijing says it's necessary to maintain stability in Hong Kong, but critics say it has effectively outlawed dissent. But well, what do you think about all that? So coming your way from Starr Radio UK, it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Is there going to be floods? Well, we had a situation where I did say earlier on, my producer asking me if I've gotten my ticket to get on the boat. I said, which boat? I said, the boat that is going to save you, the ark that is going to save you from the floods, the ensuing floods. But what? Some floods had hit Morocco. Is it the same floods that are coming? Well, it's going to be hitting Ghana, as has been forecasted by the Ghana NOAA. So let's see what is going to happen there. Flash flood have killed at least 37 people in Morocco's coastal Safi region, according to state-owned television. Cars and mounds of rubbish were seen sweeping through the main port city of Safi after torrential rain hit on Sunday. Dozens of people have been receiving treatment in hospitals for their injuries, says local authorities. At least 70 homes have been inundated in the old city center. Now, local report says access to and from the city is blocked on certain roads because of damage and debris. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the tail end of the program, but wherever you are, you want to share your take with us, feel free to do so as well. Still bringing you some more stories. There is a disturbing contrast along South Africa's remote west coast. The 800-kilometer 500-mile journey north from Cape Town starts with views of outstanding natural beauty, which as the long road rolls on and northern border approaches, dissolves into a pock-marked lunar-like landscape. And the scars left by a lucrative diamond mining industry are not just physical. The impoverished local Nama community living amid the environmental degradation in the far northwest of the South Africa, also known as Namagualand, wonder what has happened to the riches their land had yielded. Some of the 300 millions and went to build the country, but not much, it seems, stayed within the area. So again, just leaving it there, because I know our time is far spent, but looking at what is happening there, looking at a place in Ghana known as Obuasi, where gold is being mined there, looking at Takwa, looking at coming to Nigeria, looking at the River State area, the southeast bit, and all the pollution and everything, where they are just taking loads of crude oil from, and various places where there are resources that is being harnessed or mined or drilled or whatever. And you ask yourself the question that those in those communities, how much is left for them there? Do they see improvement in their lives? Or they just take it, like what is happening in DR Congo? But well, it's quite an interesting one there. I don't know what is going to happen, but ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. If you live in such community, how do you really feel? Oh boy, let's move on. Well, still on the African front, the West African leaders have rejected a transition program announced by Guinea-Bissau's military rulers, calling instead for a swift return to constitutional order and warning of targeted sanctions against those obstructing the process. The position was reaffirmed on Sunday in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, where head of states and government met for the 68th summit of the Economic Community of West African States, amid growing concerns of insecurity, economic pressure, and political instability across the region. Now, opening the summit, ECOWAS Commission Chairman and Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Bio wondered the resurgence of unconditional changes of government continues to pose a serious threat to regional stability. The architect of the ECOWAS understood that democracy is inseparable from peace, like justice and development, Bayo said. Today, the democratic order is being tested. The resurgence of unconstitutional changes of government threatens our regional stability, undermines our citizens' rights, and weakens our collective future. But the question once again is, this is democracy. They talk about the rule of law. We talk about the various institutions that have been set in place to make sure, for the checks and balances, to make sure that things are taken along the way they're supposed to be. However, you don't see that, and when people have squandered money or have abused their power and everything, and another government has come in, or even that same government, and they are doing investigation into it, they hush, or they cover up, or they slow the whole thing, and the majority of the people, the citizens, sit back and think, what exactly is going on? If it is true that this person has squandered money, which we know that from Jack, the person didn't have anything, yet the next moment we see the person living lavishly, luring in all the opulence and everything, and you ask yourself the question, what can be done? So when those who are aggrieved or hungry or desperate look at this, and then if they decide to undertake criminal activities, they are quickly apprehended and chucked in some cells or some prison or whatever. And then those who have actually squandered big sums of money, absconded from the country, or living their lives, then they think, why can't we get somebody to unconstitutionally kick off the constitution, because the constitution doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to be? But ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Ghana, the president, who is being urged by others to go on and go on and go on, has come out to say that he is not going to be running for a third term. He is not going to do that. Now let me bring you one other story from Nigeria, and then I think we have to bring the program to a close. It's 12 o'clock. The president of Dangote Industries, Aliko Dangote, yesterday doubled down on his criticism of the regulator of the Nigerian downstream oil sector, calling for an investigation and prosecution of Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, over alleged economic sabotage and undermining of domestic refining in the country. What has the man done? Speaking at the press conference at the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, Ibeju in Lekki, Lagos State, Dangote accused the leadership of the NMDPRA of colluding with international traders and oil importers to frustrate local refining through the continued issuance of import licenses for petroleum products. Now, Dangote also alleged that Ahmed was living beyond his legitimate means, claiming that 4 of his children attended secondary schools in Switzerland at a cost of $5 million. So where is this man getting all these monies from to be doing that? He insisted that such expenditure raised serious questions about potential conflicts of interest and the integrity of regulatory oversight in the downstream petroleum sector. So, like I said, if somebody is listening or hearing this, the chief executive of Dangote Industries, Aliko Dangote, has said, why would they not think that rule of law doesn't actually work? Because it's like they cover up, and all that we know, this one is a lawyer and that one is a lawyer, and what are they defending? They are just defending their own and what they've stolen. Well, I'm not saying that all legal experts are so, but this seems to be the trend. But what do you think? We have more lawyers in the country. Meanwhile, there is lawlessness. But what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is where I have to bring the program to a close. And God willing, tomorrow I'm going to be back with you to bring you nothing more than more of the news that is making the rounds across the globe. But until I come your way tomorrow with another edition of the morning show, it's been me, your one and only Archie, saying Have a top of the day and go about your duties, but be aware of your surroundings. On that note, take a commercial break. We come back, you don't hear from me. I'm out like that. I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.